can't see it.
Twice as fast as some of you folks. As soon as
Marking out your white hair.
I'm cold.
It is, wind got it. Oh, what do they do? Have a little private meeting?
Not yet. They
They
can't
come.
do that. Go on in and find out.
Well, make out of towner here thinking about moving to our town, but he wants to see how we run our business.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, he's at the right place.
Well, they got Sherry Corners in there. Carl, how you do it? I think this is what you done to me, I'll come by there and finish paying. Is the door already?
Sir?
Before you get a seat?
Yes, sir.
How you gonna start? Good, how you doing? All right.
How y'all doing? It's cold out there, y'all.
Wind's rough.
We needed you to tell us.
Yeah, I'm verifying it.
That'll fall in
Yeah, just same here today and it got cold.
Did they have the party Saturday? Did they have it
Yeah,
Saturday?
they did.
They did. So you went home, went to bed?
I was asleep.
We all decided, because Horatio didn't want to go, we wouldn't go.
I wanted to, I just got off. I still say I'm holding at 30.
I know how old you are now. How are you?
Holding dirt.
But it's-
If we had some, we'd throw it at you.
Now, Horatio's a little bit older than I am.
Yeah, I think I got about an hour.
Couple of months. He could shave that head for.
No, but, hang it in there, buddy. Stay straight, hang it in there.
I thought I saw you driving radio. Oh, okay.
Well, lift it up, there,
Right now, he's working 14s. He's off on Fridays.
No,
Do you have a cell phone number?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Cement looks good. Cement looks good. They finished it a while ago, cause it was wet, they wasn't able to cut the joints there this morning. He poured it yesterday, but it's just cold and mold. He finished it there a while ago, he did a real good job, I was proud of it. We let a white boy do it. Over there.
Is he from Baxley?
Hmm.
Carol, is it Carol?
Sean.
Sean, okay.
Yeah, man.
Meeting more with the first regular meeting of the year. Steve, if you would, please.
Well, for the overdue date for the day, we thank you for the opportunity we have to come together at this time to discuss and make decisions on our counties, our communities. Just thank you for allowing us to be in the midst of this meeting, Lord, that is done in a way that's always pleasing to you. Everything is said, done, is done in a Christ-like way. For in Jesus' name we do humbly pray.
Amen.
The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I think that's about the minutes that we covered, December 16th, meeting. All those. Next, the motion. Wayne made a motion, Rose second, all those. That's the first time we got on the agenda, Charles Watson, talk to us about the fire station, like this, Charles.
Yes, sir. I have actually two things I want to talk to you about briefly. One is just for informational purposes, basically. In 2003, we applied for a grant through the assistant firefighters. We were able to replace breathing apparatus and turn out gear for county stations and firefighters. At a 10-year point, we can reapply to replace that type of equipment again. The breathing apparatus we have, the bottle's only good for 15 years, so we can only get 5 more years out of the bottles we have now. They're going to be no good. Those bottles are $725 a piece. So I'd much rather try to get this in the green. Breathing apparatus is about $7,000. So we have reapplied this year in that grant cycle to replace that equipment. The total price is going to be just over $287,000 to replace that equipment. The county's portion, if we get the grant, will be just over $14,000. So we're trading off $14,000 to get $287,000 of grant money. So just want to pass that on to you. I'd already run this through Mr. Bill when he was here, and told him about it. We talked about it. We were up against a real stiff deadline. Unfortunately, with the federal government, the way they've been working here lately, they're only giving us about 25 days from the grant start to the grant the grant cycle closes, so we had to move on this very quick to get it done. So we have applied for that grant, and hopefully we'll hear something back within the next, grants will probably start being awarded sometime in March, April, that's what they're talking about, so it'll be, you know, if we went in the first round, yeah, we might get it March, but I mean, this grant cycle will go on through the end of this year. So, just wanted to pass that on to you, that we have applied to replace that equipment. It's much better than doing it in a grant than this, try to replace it with taxpayer dollars, local taxpayer dollars. Any questions about the grant?
How many pieces are you looking at?
We're looking at 44 sets of turnout gear and 28 breathing apparatus, and spare cylinders going along with that. Also, we'll be replacing, with that grant too, if we get it, we'll be replacing, with some money that we're training. Our training, in 2010, we received a grant and we purchased the ISTA 5 edition, which is what everybody trains under. Well, that has now changed to the ISTA 6 edition. So a year after we replace that, they come out with the 6th edition. So we're also in that grant, we're applying for money to replace that training, because everything now, all the firefighter 1 classes and mod classes are all geared to ISTA 6 instead of ISTA 5. So when we teach a class, if we teach it out of 5, there's going to be some things our people might miss. So we need to try to get the ISTA 6, and that's about a little over $10,000 for the training material if we get that as well. So, anything else?
Part of Georgia assisting in the grant.
Yes, sir. Scott Jackson is, he and I work real well together. We've done project grants together. He and I write them together, and then they do the administrative side of it. It makes everything a lot easier for them to administrate the grant. Next thing is, we talked about and we know from some of the changes that took place in July with ISO, we're going to have to build some more county fire stations. There's no way around it. 3 stations right now, we need 3 stations, and we've already talked at length about this as well, that we're going to have to do this in a period of time. We're actively looking for land at this point to try to put these stations out in different parts of the county. One's going in the Blackburn district. We're going to have one out around Snipesville and one out in Towns Bluff in that area. We have found a piece of land for one of the stations that already has a deep well, 2 septic tanks on it, and this person wants to sell this property at a real good price. And we have, with Mr. Dunn's help, we have secured the funding without using taxpayers' dollars to buy this property. And all we need is just the county to okay that purchase, and so we can go ahead and purchase the land, have the land available when we get ready to build the station.
So you already have funding for it?
Yes, sir.
As long as they've got a deep well on the same time.
We get the land for less than you could put a deep well down. So
I make a
that's
motion
a
for
part.
it to start.
You got a call for it?
Call for they gonna pay for it to, James is gonna pay for it, Cobb County money.
That's for one of the three.
Could I say a
That's
word?
one thing we gotta take consideration.
Go ahead.
Piece of property that we've already got, we're gonna have to deed that piece of property right direct part back to the people that gave it to us.
Was that the
Bridgeport.
yes.
The reason why too, and Charles, he might be on, these stations has got to be distant apart. And putting it there is going to actually have it in the wrong position. Moving it where we're going to move it, it's going to better the lower end of Chattanooga County.
Well, some of the changes that happened in July with ISO was prompted this move. This land was acquired before the changes, and we had significant changes. And we're already seeing some issues already with these changes with ISO, and some folks in the county are already seeing some issues with their insurance already. I get calls periodically, about 2 or 3 a week, from different insurance companies about this. So we're going to start seeing some issues, higher insurance premiums in certain areas. That's what we need to work on these stations to try to combat that, to do the best we can, to try to keep those rates down if we can.
How about between Uvalde Highway and the let's see what road it is, goes by the store.
Talk about,
Get
hospital.
your-
The Hosper, that general area is where I'm looking at. And if I can put, what I wanna do, this station that we're gonna build, this one here that we're purchasing land for, is gonna be a standalone station. It's gonna be a station on its own that we're gonna actually move the vote precinct back in there. The vote precinct that's closer to us is gonna go back out there. And that's probably a great thing because it needs to be in that area. But the other two stations are gonna be substations off of Snipesville and Autumn Hall. They've got to be within 5 road miles of that station, and I can call it a substation. So you actually can, where you have an area that's a 5 and a 10, you can come up with that station within the 5 miles of Autumn Hall, and it bumps that coverage area on out another 4 miles. So you get a lot of people that's a class 10 now, you can bring them in, and you can use the manpower from Autumn Hall to help you with that station. You've just got to put a fire engine in that station. You got to put a fire truck in. That's all you got to do. It's a one base station. Those two stations will be one base stations, and one out there in the Bridgeport area will be a 2 base station.
So we need a motion to approve them to go ahead and do that, and also need a motion to deed the piece of property back that we got.
I think Mr. Dunn wanted to say
Just go
something.
ahead.
I just want to say to Steve, I'm only talking about buying the property, not putting up a fire station.
That's right. We, I know it. But you can, if you want to, go ahead and put it.
He's kind, but he's not that kind.
He likes it, but not that much.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion for deed it back.
We're gonna do it 2 motions or 1 motion?
Let's do 2 separate motions.
Yeah. Let's get the land first.
I'll make a motion for purchase land.
Steve made the motion, got a second.
Let's say.
Wayne second, all vote. I never need another motion to deed the property that we already have back to the Brown.
I make that motion.
Russia made the motion. Steve second, all vote.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Next thing on the agenda, we've got to adopt the resolution to authorize the bid for the 2014 Community Development Block Grant, the CDBG grant, which is on the Delco, not the Delco Road, but the Steel Road. From the emotion of that, we got food filing that, didn't we, share last week? So we need a motion to go ahead and apply that CDBG grant.
I'll make that a motion.
Dee made, got us 1 second, all vote. Next thing on the agenda, set the qualifying fees for the upcoming elections. We set the fees, same thing that were last year, not last election, not necessarily last year. Commissioners, $180, school board, $126, solicitors, $1,561.55, state court judge, $750. I'll need a motion to approve that. You want to make a motion in a second? Steve second, all vote. Next thing on the agenda is adopt the bond resolution and a goal agreement between the county and joint development authority. Carl.
Yeah, we were here, well, me and them were back in November where we, adopted this resolution to approve the bond resolution for the adopt by the development authority and enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the development authority. This is for the $2,499,999.99 bond. What happened was the 3 local banks were each going to participate 1/3 apiece. One of the banks decided they did not want to participate. The bond was validated at that point with 2 remaining banks, and they just split the difference. They're just going to come back and say that they were not willing to do that. Bank of Hazelhurst has now decided that they would pick up the rest. So we have to revalidate bonds with those correct figures. The cost did go up, but it's not to exceed any more than $74,000. It was not to exceed 60 the first time, but because of all the drafts that had to go up and the other expenses we thought, it's also close to approximately $14,000. And that money comes out of what? It comes out of the bond purchase.
Ms. Carter, we're having trouble hearing you back here, please. Could you speak up, please?
That's the bond proceeds.
So we need a motion to adopt the bond resolution.
Make that motion.
They're gonna be carrying most of the load, my favorite will be carrying most of the load.
Bank of Hazelhurst carried 2/3, Heritage Bank 1/3.
You got a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Steve makes the motion, Mr. Roche, second, all vote. Next thing on the agenda is discuss the 2014 Christmas holidays.
I, went back, had Sherry go back, I think there was some confusion this year. We have put it in the minutes, January the 11th, 2013. It stated that the offices, fall under the Board of Commissioners will remain open on the day before Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve. That was put in the minutes in January. Then it got to be Christmas, December, and there got to be some confusion up here in the office about it, so, you know, we need to look at this and decide what we're gonna do, and when it comes up again, comes back up, go back to the minutes and look at what we put in there. And this year, 2014, Christmas is on Thursday. About what we said last year, it said that, all the offices that fall under the Board of Commissioners will remain open on the day before Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve was on Tuesday. So they get Christmas Eve, right, and Christmas. So we're supposed to stay open on that Monday, and it was in the minutes that we were to do that, so we did. But then there was a third day given. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas. And that was not, you know, put in the minutes or anything, so.
But there wasn't a pay.
So with it being on Christmas on the 25th, this year, the 25th is on Thursday. So how do y'all want to handle that? Do you want to do the Christmas Eve, which is on Wednesday?
This seems like every year this is a big problem.
It is.
Well, I was commissioner for 4 years. And we never had this problem, but James Carter would get with the employees of this courthouse, and they would all work it out, the days that they needed off. We never had all this problem. Maybe we get right administrators, that they can get with them and work it out and bring it to us and let us decide. I mean, it's not, maybe I'm the only one that feels this way. It ain't for me to tell somebody when they're gonna take off and when they're not gonna take off.
Well, it's your responsibility to set the holiday.
That's right, but it's also our responsibility to work with them, and they know what days that their office needs to be open, what they want. I've always said it, Christmas week, that most time people ain't gonna be up here before I start with. They take care of the business before. But we need to get with them and set dates and work it out with them.
Well, I think as a constitutional officer, they can decide on theirs, but
That's right.
we decide on this courthouse.
Right,
And it's gonna be
that's
our-
what we talking about, constitutional officers. The rest of them works under us.
So we need to say what ours is going to do, I guess.
Well, we need to, if they get 2 days, and next year it's gonna be on Thursday, they may want all Thursday and Friday, and they got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And, I mean, we give 2 days Thanksgiving and 2 days Christmas. That's what the thing says. And so, I mean, I'm sure they want Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving. And being this year that it followed, but I mean, we need to, take and see which days they want. And, you know, give them 2 days and then put it in there and post it, and then that'd be it.
And not, but see, this year it was 3.
Well, I mean, it wasn't in the writing, I mean, they
Well,
got
no, we didn't have it down. So what I'm saying, to keep confusion down, do we go ahead and set this?
So you meet with them and see how they want to do that.
So the 2 days or 3 days, is what I'm saying, that's what
Well, we did 2 days. And then Thursday office on their plate,
No, originally in the closed office is Thursday.
Yeah, that's what the whole,
I mean, if we,
intentions was, not to do the 3 days of closing the courthouse.
and you tell them about constitutional office, they pretty much can close whenever they see fit, all right? They elected by the people.
But they don't have to have our permission.
No.
The state law says that you have, the Board of Commissioners sets the hours of the courthouse. So what hours we set in the constitutional officers is supposed to abide by that. But like Steve said, out of courtesy, there are constitutional officers, that's like everybody else is, they should be given the courtesy of asking them what days they would prefer to have off.
And what I'm saying is, are we gonna do 2 days or are we gonna do 3? It got confusion up here because it was 3 days and 3 days, and it was in our minutes, you know, it's in whatever, our policy that they get 2, so.
We get 10 days a year, Miss Sherry?
Personally,
No, what I'm talking about just holidays. 10 holidays, when I say 10 days a year, 10 holidays a year. And
So what I'm saying, are we gonna close the courthouse for 3 days at Christmas? Or we're gonna close it 2 days like we've been saying? That's all we can do is say when the courthouse is gonna be open or closed, know what constituted officers want to do at their office.
If you close at 2 or 3, you need to run it, or we could hit a kind of paper that you know it's gonna be closed. The days don't matter, let the people know that it's gonna be closed. So that would be no problem.
if you don't have a 10 holiday, you don't have a 10 holiday. And then they take and decide to take another day, and elected official gets a well, my office is gonna close. And they just close it and go, like Ray said, just as a courtesy. You know, they probably wouldn't or whatever, but I mean, I really don't see where we got the right to give them permission to.
All we have the right to do is say if it's gonna be closed 2 days or 3 days for the courthouse, right? So that's what I'm just asking y'all, if you want to, let's go ahead and address this now, so it won't be, a problem in December.
Christmas, they got New Year's, Christmas Eve that day.
Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day.
But this year it's 3 days, we got time. The courthouse will be
Christmas
closed.
is fell on a bad day, the wind was a bad day.
Me personally, giving them that 3rd day, I had no problem being that 3rd day. It's Christmas.
What do you think
Ain't nobody coming up here at Christmas time trying to pay a bill, no, you know what happened Christmas.
So what I see is that if you got family coming out of town, that you maybe not see whatsoever.
Right.
And, you know, what is 3 days if you run it in the paper? I mean, you probably saving the county money by shutting it down them 3 days. So you ain't paying nobody, you ain't paying electric bill as much. I mean, I know during Christmas, I don't,
You do that, you run 14, you don't close it back, Saturday, Sunday, you save a lot of money.
well, not do that too. I'm just talking about Christmas holidays, I mean, that's, maybe my heart is different than everybody else.
Yeah, that's a special time.
That's
of year.
family time, I have people that come and, you know, I like to spend all the time I can with them in that holiday. You know, day before Christmas, Christmas Day, and, but I'm just wondering.
Well, I'm thinking about the taxpayers, you know, paying the taxes they have to collect, and I'm sure Susie knows that. You know, she's got people coming in, and Myra's got people wanting to pay child support. So they know. I know they got a system on that Christmas Day, so we're gonna
The
be.
day before Christmas, people come in and there's flood that off.
They all.
We're not busy that week.
Yeah, they are.
That's what I'm talking, that's what we're talking about
We're
here now.
talking about Thursday.
Well, Thursday, I mean, it
The
has.
day after,
I don't think anybody said anything about Christmas Eve, no,
Christmas Day.
or Christmas Day, nobody said anything about that. But I know that Bill got very upset about this, and we need to go ahead and.
Well, that's why I say you need to get with those officers and let them, give them what the majority wants, do that. We never did have all this confusion up here.
Y'all did 3 days?
We got with them, they got with James Carter, whatever he said, he brought it to us, and they would never they got paid for their, what, 2 days, or Christmas Day? The one day, if they took 3,
Meyer, you and Susan, that y'all want to here, constitutional officers, what do y'all prefer on that? Do y'all prefer to be off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you prefer to be off Wednesday, Thursday, come back to work on Friday?
well, this year, yeah.
This year's.
I'm talking about this year, that's what I'm talking about this year.
I want off the day after Christmas. I mean, that's just something that you got more time to spend with your family and enjoy.
And then, you know, we got some of our employees that's got small kids and.
They're small kids in some of the offices here, and they want to be with their children after Christmas.
So y'all would prefer to work Christmas Eve and be, in this year in particular, because since Christmas done is on Thursday, you prefer to work Christmas Eve and be off on Thursday and Friday?
Are you talking all day Christmas Eve, or just a half a day?
We'll have to decide that.
See, we used to have, now y'all can tell me because I hadn't been here as long as y'all had, used to have a meal. And when everybody left at lunch, is that right?
That's right.
But I heard somebody say that I heard somebody say that you said that you had people that came in and paid
Child support, and we have, and if we can know in time to put a sign up, then they could come in and we could go home at lunchtime, because they know that we're gonna be closed at lunch. But like if they don't, we don't have a week ahead of time to tell them, I don't think that's fair. But if we can get it
That's what we're
posted,
trying to do tonight. So y'all-
I think we need to get it posted.
Do we have anybody that didn't have any leave left or didn't have any personal holidays? I mean, everybody got paid Thursday, right?
Not for them.
Between sick leave and personal and holiday and vacation or whatever.
Ms. Myra, would it put y'all in a bind, your Susie? Like Ray said, if y'all left the half a day Christmas Eve and then be off Thursday and Friday, would it put you in a bind?
Not if we had time to get it posted, so everybody that's coming in and out would know that we was closing at noon.
Well, we said it now, they got all year.
12 months.
Yeah.
Do what?
Cause I know I had to work right after Christmas the next day. That's my personal opinion. I don't like going back to work the day after Christmas. I still got presents, I ain't.
I don't have presents. Left over.
There's some food there I still want to eat.
It'll be good this year because of the.
So if we do it like that, they know it now, they got plenty of time to post it.
We can post it 6 months ahead of time if y'all want.
It's your office,
I
you know
would
it.
not, yeah, do it when you want to. So you want to do,
Do you want to put that in form of a motion?
or just put it in the minutes. I just did it.
Let's put it on.
But you just asked too. You need to find out what the rest of them are gonna do.
Well, that's true, too. We pay, but.
I mean, we got 11 months.
But what'll happen, it'll come up and it'll be confusing again. That's what we're
I
trying to
feel
do.
sure.
Because trust me, if the Christmas, if the office gonna be
We'll ask
closed,
the other guy, we'll ask Preston and the rest of us.
office gonna be closed, they gonna be ready to, all right, they ain't got to pay them.
We got anything else? I don't have anything else on the agenda. Meeting adjourned.
I wish I didn't have to work there.
Oh, Lord.
Merry Christmas.
I don't think you covered it right.
Yeah, I remember where I was, you know what I'm saying?
Girl.
But it,
It turned off in the middle of it.
take Christmas Eve and then 2 days ago. But they work for y'all?
She got it. Man, there ain't nobody gonna come in.
Man, ain't nobody coming in last time. Like I say.
Y'all got everything. They talk about right now.
Yeah, Christmas holiday. I'm telling you, I ain't trying to be
They don't even have, they don't have.
I mean, 500.
We ain't got to sign that.
She got,
Yeah, she said
she got
that
a
after.
flag on it. I bet they paid for it. She sat there and told us that bus didn't have to come to the, park. So,
And I'll send you follows.
There you go.
One of those resolutions I need back. That's needed.
Did it need three
Y'all
seconds?
didn't approve that?
Yeah.
That was the other one.
who said the other one?
It's done.
Ray, where you headed, boy?
When y'all had that meeting to, approve the man,
We have what?
when y'all had that meeting to approve the new administrator,
We have.
there was one introduced to everybody today.
He wasn't hired.
Hey, Wanda, hey, Wanda,
One.
Wanda,
You not talking on
hey,
Facebook?
come here. Come here, I'm gonna tell you a secret.
I don't like people that see me being flowers, and I don't like what y'all doing.
Wanda, come here. Let me tell you something.
I'm done that, they are.
Who sent her dead flowers?
I have no idea.
Somebody got there late.
You must have.